Hi guys, long time no see, and I apologise about that. I've been a bit of a slack ass. Anyway, I'm back, and I'm going to answer some of your questions through video rather than writing out the answers because it's a little bit fun, a little bit different. Okay, so the first question, and they're all hair questions today. First question I have is, how do you stop flyaways once you've had a blow dry? Those sticky outy bits that make me crazy. That's from Rosie in Newcastle. Well, Rosie, I actually learned a really good trick from a backstage hairstylist who does a lot of the shows, and obviously they're using extreme heat on the model's hair and they have to look perfect because the kind of images that are taken that people like us use on our website are very fine details and high res, so there cannot be any flyaways like these here. Anyway, the trick I learned is to actually get, there's two things. First of all, don't spray the hairspray directly onto your hair. Spray it onto your brush, like so, and then comb it through. I'm not going to do it because it's going to bugger up my hair. But by combing it through when it's already on the brush, you get a much smoother effect rather than just spraying the hairspray directly onto your hair and then having to comb it through. The second tip is to get a tissue, a little bit of hairspray on the tissue, and then just smooth the hair down like that. So it's quite a clever little trick, and despite the fact that I've got plenty of flyaways today, they do actually work. So the tissue and the brush. The next question I have is, whenever I use serums, like anti-frizz serums, they make my hair heavy. How do you use them correctly? Okay, there's one really simple trick to know about anti-frizz serums, and that is you need to use them on dripping wet hair. So once you've washed your hair, and you can give it a little bit of a towel off, but that is when you put the serum in, not at the end. It's like using a curl booster for your hair at the finishing stages. You can't do it. Your hair needs to be trained when it's wet, if that makes sense, and before you start styling it. So always use a frizz serum on dripping wet hair. If you do want to use it as a finishing product as well, just get a little bit between your hand, like a 20-cent size piece, rub it through, and only ever go from the mid-lengths of your hair, so always stay a couple of inches away from the roots, mid-lengths of the hair through, and just comb it through and kind of tame it with your fingers a little bit. A stylist also once told me that he always, whenever you're putting your hands in your hair with product, always start underneath first, because a lot of the time we get the product and then we just often start at the top, which is the worst place because that's where your fringe is and where, you know, it's most visible if you get oil or grease build up. So always get the bulk of the product in the back of the hair and then pull it through from there, which should help a little. Okay, I think I'm done. Nice to see you all, and I'll see you real soon.